everyone. Working on the Novakon Torus Pro again. My little CNC machine back there in the corner doesn't have any limit switches, stop switches, you know, any of that kind of stuff. I haven't had to deal with any of that stuff yet. So that part of Mach 3 I've never even been in. I haven't bothered going into, didn't set up any of it, nothing like that. So Will came over, Will Allen from, he just started Blitz Machine at hotmail.com. I can't thank Will enough though, because he came over and we set up the homing, the limit switches, soft limit, that kind of stuff. And so what I want to do today is, now that I have an idea, a little bit at least, what I'm doing, I want to go back through them again, because like on the Z-axis here, okay, I went through yesterday and I picked the physical stop, and then I moved that bar in on about 1.5 inches, just because I was thinking, okay, if I'm running at 700 inches, you know, per minute on a rapid kind of thing, and get up to there, I didn't want it to take too long to slow down and hit the mechanical limit. Well, now that I see how the soft limits work, you know, and they get down to like the last inch and then they slow way down and creep up on them, I'm going to use those, which is what most people do, I guess. They set their home switch and then they set their soft limits, and they don't use the proc switch for hard limits or just limits. Because the challenge is, and I may put it in with some of the other previous video, the challenge has been that I can't get the bars there far enough apart to meet the factory spec limits, okay? So I'm going to move the home switch down a whole lot closer to what do you call it? Where the hard limit, you know, where it would physically hit and stop. I'm going to move it a whole lot closer, and so basically what I'm doing today is I'm going to go through and tweak all this stuff again so that I can get a bigger work envelope, okay? I've limited that work envelope by 3 inches at least. The other ones here by at least that much, if not more. The x-axis I will keep limited, and I'll show why here in a little bit. So I just put a light mark on there with a pen. Now what I want to see is when I tell it to go home a couple of times, I want to see if it stops in the same spot each time. Alright, that looks like it stopped pretty close to the same spot. Let me do it one more time here. Now, if you notice here, this is something kind of interest. I'm all the way over, and from where I don't have this cover off yet, where I have the bar set, it's on the proc switch. I know because I have it set 1.25 inches away. I'm within 1 inch here. So what's happening here is when I tell it to home, when it does the x-axis, it sees that switch, so it thinks it's already there. I have to move it off, you know, a little bit more. So actually, you know. Oh. It thinks it's at home there. How do I... There we go. Now we'll put them back on. Son of a bitch. Just pulled my stop right out. Thing's got some balls, damn. Oh. Dumbass me. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I didn't turn the soft limits back on. I turned them off so I could move this way, and then I didn't turn them off, and so when I jogged back the other way, yeah. Oh well. I guess that's, technically I think that's crash 3. It's at least the second significant crash. So let's turn those soft limits back on. Oh, I clicked on it and they're not coming on. Why is that? Machine out of limits for soft limit activation. I'm not tripping that one, I'm not tripping that one, I'm not tripping. Oh. Well, that was home, so. Getting tired of learning the hard way. Okay, so why? Now it'll take the soft limits. Nice. Okay, so I want to move this back over. And you see that slow down? I pulled up short because I didn't exactly trust it, but it stopped. It's about 3/4 of an inch from the end. That's what I was expecting it to do before. So, anywho, what I want to do here is I'm going to pull these out further. The top one probably won't be used at all anyway. At least not for now. And so, oops, let's go up. So it's stopping at the soft limit. I basically have to take it off and jog it up some more there, because what I want to do is I want to get the, well, let's put it back up there. I want to get closer to the top of its limits here, so I'll take off the soft limit, and I'm going to jog it up. Okay, that's about 1/4 inch from the hard limit, the physical stop up here. Okay. And I'm going to put that right there. Next time I home it, it should go right to there. You hear that singing? I was reading a couple things online or whatever. There's a tweak that can be made in the servo driver. So I'll get around to that at some point. Try that. But we're all home. Now, if it works the way I'm thinking it should work, it should go all the way to the proc switch and set up shop there, stop basically, and I will have gained another, you know, good inch or more of travel, considering basically what I moved the bar there. Okay, and yep, it's still basically 1/4 inch from the physical limit at the top there. So let's look at the diagnostic screen here for a minute. Alright, so right over here, M123 home, because the hard limits aren't selected, and there was a reason for doing that, but if I jog down, you'll see when that kicks on. There we go. So, oh, that's not really in the picture there, is it? Okay, so this is kind of long-winded and everything, but partly I'm talking through to reaffirm it to myself. Partly too, you know, there's other beginners out there and stuff like that. And coming from where I'm coming from and haven't seen any of this, you know, it was all a complete mystery to me yesterday. So what I'm going to do is it's at 11.39. Where it tripped. So I'm going to set the soft limit at 11 1/4. Well, actually, you know, I think I could probably go to 11 1/2. Let's 11 1/2. Oh yeah, still plenty of room for that. I'm going to go ahead and reset my physical limit just so I don't take the cover off and come back to it if I want to turn on the hard limits. Okay. Now, oh, okay. To set the soft limit there, I know I want to set it for 11 1/2. So let's go up to config, homing and limits, Z. 0 is going to be home. I had it set at 8 1/2 negative. We're going to set it at negative 11 1/2. So I just gained 3 inches of travel there, thanks to Will showing me how to set this up. So let's click OK because Mach 3 won't remember squat. Okay, now let's go back to the machine here. And let's see if it works here. Let's tell it to home. I'll go back to the first page there. I'm going to click oh wait, from diagnostics I can just ref Z. There we go. That way I don't have to worry about any of this other stuff moving. Okay. And actually, let me show you something else here. Let's go down just a bit. Let's watch the screen here again for a second. And watch over there on the side there, the M123 home. When I tell it to reference Z again, you'll see that that'll come on, and then it'll back off until it just goes off. So there we've tripped the home switch, the limit switch, and it backs back off until it is no longer tripped. Okay, so now let's come back here and let's go down and see if our soft stops work. So let's go most of the way down. And we'll go a little slower on the next one because I really don't feel like smacking whoa, oh. God dang it. Go back to program. Yeah, see, I don't have the soft. There we go. Now I got the soft limits turned on. Jeez. Luckily I can edit all this crap out. Okay, so there we go. We're coming down. Soft limit kicks in, slows it down, and stops. Right. Boy, it starts going really slow. Wow. Stopped at 11.4991. If you can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'm not really close enough to trip the limit switch. If I were to turn off the soft limit, let's try this. We'll go to diagnostics. Remind me to turn it back on though. And we're just going to go down just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. And take my word for it. The M123 home switch tripped. Now it says 11.575. Okay, so what that, it just went off at 11.523, so I got 30 thousandths there at least of clearance. I don't know if that's good, bad, indifferent, whatever. So that one's set. I've got my three extra inches there. I like that. I'm going to reference it again. And I need to go back and turn on the soft limits again before I start moving the other two axes. Axes, whatever they are. Yeah, when I take it off, it'd be a good time for me to bang out the dents, huh? Hey, you know, it's all, like I say, it's always better to learn from other people's mistakes. Well, I'm making enough here. You guys should be getting one hell of an education.